Okay, hello everyone. This is Sharonda, and I am live. And it's been quite some time since I did uh, a recording, so I decided to come on here today. Today is Friday, which is July the 24th, and I'm going to proceed with a reading. So I did a couple of readings earlier today, and I'm prompted to do a reading on a particular celebrity. I'm not going to say who the celebrity is, but the person is no longer with us, from my understanding. And so let's proceed to do a reading on this person. Okay. So I'd like to state that this podcast YouTube channel is for entertainment, informational, and sometimes educational purposes. Uh, so that being said, I've said my prayer offline and let me proceed to sage. I have my sage here. Just like the sage. Oh, okie dokie. Okay. All right. So we saged the area and we're going to proceed. Okay. So the 7 card spread is a spread that I invented myself, and it comprised of the first card, which is what the reading is on. Um, which could be on the situation, the person, or some informational knowledge. Then you have 2 and 3. So, whatever two contributing factors in relation to the person, situation, or whatever information. And then cards 3, 4, and let's see, card 1, 2, and 3, then 4, 5, and 6. So card 4, 5, and 6 is past, present, and future, and card 7 is the outcome or solution. Okay. Alrighty. So let's proceed. Alrighty. So some cards fell out, and I'm just gonna go with those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the cards that I will be working with today are, I'm sorry, I don't have the box to them, but they're fairly new. Um, just some the basic tarot. Also, we will be using the Uncover Your Past Life Oracle cards, as well as my Mrs. Cleo cards. Okay, so the first card I get is the Three of Pentacles, which is upright in relation to this particular person. So whoever the celebrity is, I won't say the name. What I will say is that the celebrity is no longer alive. Um, and from my understanding, this celebrity took of his own life. All right. Okay, so something lets me know. I get the Three of Pentacles. Something lets me know that in relation to him, it was it was there was some suspicion surrounding it because based on what's here, I don't know a lot about the story, so I'm just going off of what the cards mentions in relation to this person's demise. But from what I gather, it looks like this person, it was abrupt, like it was kind of like spontaneous, because this person had a lot of things on the table in terms of career growth and things of that nature. So it was kind of like a boom, um, like a shock to closest relatives, friends. The first card to the left is in the reverse. I get the Eight of Pentacles. The third card to the right, I get the Seven of Swords, is in the reverse as well. Something lets me know this person, he felt he could have been around a lot of people that did not felt as though he was deserving of his success, and that and let me turn my mic on. Give me just a moment. So I hope you was able to listen in to what my conversations. Um, Something lets me know that this person may have been surrounded by what they would call haters, or people that did not want him to succeed. Is what it looks like is indicating here. Also, I get the impression that this person also um, may have had some challenges in terms of thoughts and thinking. That's what it lets me know. This person had, like, could have been some type of mental concerns, or perhaps substance abuse, even. Okay, so the next card is also turned in the opposite. It's in the reverse. It's the Justice card, and yes. So this person, I feel, felt judged. That's what it looks like. It's letting me know, like, this person felt judged by those that were around him, and perhaps may have felt as though he was not deserving or undeserving of his success, if that makes sense. The next card I get is the Ace of Cups. So again, it shows in the upright position, emotional new beginnings, pure love, compassion, spiritual, and healing. So I think that this person probably began to have some type of abnormal, or even what I would refer to as more or less like a spiritual oasis, or some type of precognition or premonition, if you will, about being separated from this space. So I think he kind of knew prior to. Um, the next card I get, which is card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Card 6 is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Somehow this person was aware of negative energy, but he chose not to acknowledge it, if that makes sense. That's what it lets me know. And he felt, from what I'm gathering from doing the reading, that this person felt as though if he could just ignore it, then it would go away. But I think just ignoring evil and not giving it power, yes, oftentimes it will go away, but we have to be more realistic. You have to take yourself from a situation when you're dealing with evil. It's just that simple. The outcome I get also in the reverse, we have Knight of Swords. So something lets me know this person was battling external and internal demons, if that makes sense. External and internal demons, battling demons within as well as out on the outside as well. All right, so I am going to do a four card with the Uncover Your Past Life Oracle cards. So bear with me just a moment. Let's proceed. One, two, three, four. All right, let's do a quick shuffle. Okay, so the first card gives me farmer. So I don't know if this person came from humble beginnings or a hardworking family, but that's what it indicates here. Companionship. So I do feel as though this person may have been in a relationship, but it wasn't really serious. It wasn't a serious relationship. I get explosion here. That's what I also get. Suicide, death. So that's confirmation for me right there. I think this person was full of anger, angry about something, if that makes sense. Um, could this be rage? Even I don't know, but something prompted this person. He became very angry prior to this transpiring, and it was kind of like abrupt. I get competitor, and I get true love here. Get the mathematician, loss of status or reputation. I honestly feel as though this person was dealing with jealousy, if that makes sense. Now, could this have been as a result of a relationship or what have you? Maybe some adversaries or an antagonistic energy coming from whoever this companion was or love interest was. I don't know. Let's go into the Mrs. Cleo's cards and we will proceed to see. Again, this is for entertainment purposes. It is for. It seems as though when I do my readings, they are dead on, as long as nobody's around listening. And then when I proceed to record, I'm not able to channel that much energy. Because I did a couple of celebrity readings off camera, unrecorded, and it was spot on. So, alrighty. So for this our part of the reading, I am going to do a 10 card. That's what I'm going to do. A 10 card. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And give me three more cards. Three more cards. Okay. All right. So the first card is the Knight of Staffs. Yeah, so I get the sense that no one really wanted they not I'm not going to say no one. Somebody felt like this person was not deserving of their success for whatever reason. I get the Sun card um as well. Get the Nine of Coins in reverse. I get the Five of Coins. Yeah, so I feel as though this person was battling some energy, negative energy. Is what it lets me know, just based on the cards. Okay, again, this is for entertainment purposes. Entertainment purposes. Okay, so we're going to do another reading before coming to a close. I don't want to make this a long recording. This is just something spontaneous. So I'm actually going to do a reading on Billie Holiday. Somehow she comes to mind. Billie Holiday, Billie Holiday. So I have read some. I've done some research on Billie Holiday and her career path, and that's been so long ago, so I don't even remember half of the things in regards to Billie Holiday. But that's what I'm going to do a reading on now. One, two, three, four, five, six, and seven. All right, we're gonna do a four card. So let's proceed to pull these cards as well. I think I'm gonna do a 10 card with these cards on her. Now let's pull another one. So let's get three more cards. One, two, and three. All right, so the first card I get is strength. Strength card. Something lets me know that this person was revered as having a lot of strength, courage. Um, she made some changes and some contributions over the course of her life. The next card I get it's the Eight of Pentacles. Skill development, repetition, tasks, apprenticeship, patience, and waiting. Um, okay, the third card I get Death in the reverse. I feel as though this person could have been experiencing some paranormal activities in relation to her death, maybe dreams or spirits or something of that nature. Prior to her transitioning away, she could have very well been um, like seeing apparitions or dark energy and things of that nature over the course of her life. Like, I don't think this was uncommon for her. I think she experienced a lot of paranormal activities, if that makes sense. Now, I've never read that before, but that's just something that just came to mind as I laid down the core. Um, I get the Seven of Wands. Also, I think this person was battling. I want to say in the mind, but I think that's what it appeared is that this person was crazy. No, what was going on is this person could have potentially been a medium, able to channel energy. I have Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords says anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares, overcoming challenges. So yes, this person may have experienced nightmares, which in turn is the spirit revealing premonitions or precognition or something of that nature. Is what it looks like. It's showing me that she was in fact a medium. She was able to channel energies. I get Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune card turned upside down. I feel as though one of the challenges that she faced, and I know this from research, was financial challenges as well as substance abuse. I get the Justice card. Um, so there could have been some type of something going on in terms of criminal activities in a previous earlier life. That's what it looks like it's showing me. I get the Two of Pentacles, multiple priorities, time management, adaptability cycle. So this person It was dealing with ups and downs, ups and downs. Is what it lets me know. Um, the Ace of Cups, which is in cards 7, 8, 9, which has a lot to do with fears, um, spiritual. Yeah, something was going on with her. The Ace of Cups. The Cups has a lot to do with our feelings. So I think a lot of what was going on with her was spiritual. That she was experiencing a lot of spiritual um, activities, premonition, old energy. The outcome I get is the Three of Swords in the reverse. A lot of it I feel was a battle in the mind, but ultimately it was a battle for her soul. Because the enemy likes to oftentimes get us in our mind, get us to believe something that may not be true or accurate. And in turn, you internalize that and become your reality, and you'll be a self fulfilling prophecy. I do get disposed or loss of title. So something lets me know, and I do know that was the truth because she ended up get tortured. So something lets me know she potentially suffered before making that crossover. That's what it shows me. Boss. So I don't know who was over. Um, I know she sung, and who was over the estate or over the production company or whatever, what have you. Um, could that have some contributing factors to her ups and downs? I don't know. I get spinster love. A lot of it could have been ally invader. It could have been a situation where she was targeted as well as blackballed for her beliefs or lack thereof. Builder. That's what it shows me. Let's get 4 more of these cards to get a little bit more clarity. Why am I prompted to speak on Billie Holiday? It's a good question. Okay, so I get savior or hero, torture death. I think somebody made set out to make her feel safe, but they were not what she anticipated. If that makes sense, like the person came to more or less like a wolf in sheep's clothing, or even um, as they say, the devil would come as an angel of light, but come to find out this person set her up. I get sacrificial, abuse of power. So her death could have very well, a lot of the celebrity talks that you would hear about sacrifices and things of that nature. So this is what it looks like, that this person was potentially a sacrifice, a sacrificial death. That's what it lets me know. I get husband identity, secret affair. So I don't know if she was maybe the outsider to someone who was married, or even she was married to someone. But whoever this person was, they were not for her. And some things had to transpire for her to get that understanding. I get poverty, trauma, payback, or revenge on the back. I can't make it up. It's right there. Poverty, you read the card from the top, and then you turn around and read that one from the top. So, in essence, I feel that she herself wasn't innocent, you know, in terms of her. Oh, as I said, that I felt something pull my ring. Oh my gosh. Um, I feel as though this person was not a angel. That's what lets me know, and that because of that, oftentimes what is inside will gravitate to you. If you got evil within, then evil will gravitate to you. That's what I feel. So that's why we have to be very careful in the choices we make and um, the activities that we partake in this life experience. Because as I mentioned before, we are in a spiritual warfare, the battle against good and evil, and it is a living testament for us all. Okay. All right, so I think I could spend another 10 minutes on another reading. Let's see what other celebrity that has transitioned over comes to mind. Let's see. So, as I mentioned, I like to do readings on those who have been long gone because oftentimes misinformation will alert you of people passing who has not passed. So this is why I target old celebrity readings. Let's get a reading on Marilyn Monroe. I'm gonna say a prayer, and I'm actually going to light my incense to see if I'm able to get an accurate account. And for those who may be uh, friends or family of Marilyn Monroe, this is for entertainment purposes. I don't know Marilyn Monroe. I've done a little research on her, and so it's just for entertainment purposes. All right. Okay. All righty. So let's proceed. Father, Supreme Being of all being, thank you for waking me, family, and friends alike up this morning to see another day. Continue to bless us and shield us from any injury, harm, or danger. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, as it is said. It is so. I declare and I decree. Give me infinite wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and capability as I do this reading. And we're going to target Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. So she comes to mind. Marilyn Monroe and I actually, if the information is accurate, share the same birth date, which is June 1st, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so let's go ahead and pull the other cards. And the reason why I'm bringing up Marilyn Monroe, because I actually channeled her a couple of weeks ago, believe it or not. And it was something that I said that I felt as though she agreed with. That I began to laugh out, and it was like a laugh like her, and I wasn't even thinking about her. So I do know channeling and conjuring is real. It is. It's real. Oftentimes you'll find that spirits, when they have a kinship to you or find an affinity to you, they would gravitate to you. However, if you open up that portal, they'll come in without you inviting them in. So you have to be very careful. Some people say those are demons. Just put it this way. I think one and the same. That's what I feel in my thought processes and thinking. Of course, I know Marilyn Monroe is not here, right? But whatever you was experiencing and what is in relation to that, that was confirmation. Is what I feel. Okay, so two sides. She's letting me know. Get the chariot card. Two sides. Something in relation to two. Control, willpower, success, action, determination, past influences. So in terms of her death, I think it was a control thing. It was about control. That's is what she's showing me. The second card I get is King of Pentacles. It was a control thing. So it looks like she's letting me know that she was experimented on, if that makes sense. Now, for those who are out there, if you are aware of MK Ultra, it is a real CIA tactic that has been done to many celebrities, and I propose are still being done even to this day. um, where pain and suffering has been inflicted on a person or persons to deprogram them in order to reprogram them. So it looks as though this is what she's letting me know, that this is what happened with her. This is what happened with her. Um, I get wealth, I get success, practicality, stability, security, authority, and leadership. That's what it shows me. So it looks as though she could very well been a victim or a subject of MK Ultra, as well as Billie Holiday as well. It's so funny how she follows her. So I guess that's what the chariot card, because normally the chariot card has some type of black and white. So I guess that's her way of saying, as it happened to me, it happened to her. Me being black, her being white Spaniard or Spanish or what have you. I thought she was white, but I saw somewhere where they said she was Mexican or white Mexican. I don't know, but it seems as though this is what she's letting me know, that that particular thing was done to me and the last one, which was Billie Holiday. And again, these are my opinions. I have not read this nowhere, nor has anyone told me this. This is all impressions. Um, so card three is Three of Swords. So I think it was a battle in the mind. Clarity through pain sticks out on the card here. Clarity through pain. In the past, I get King of Swords. So I get analysis, and the card is in the upright. So and then also get truth on this card. So I'm thinking that she's letting me know that what I say is true. Your analysis is true. What you're communicating is true. Because if you look at it, if it was in the reverse, it wouldn't be true. But because it's upright, it lets me know that she wants it to be conveyed that that is true. She also ended up in mental health hospital several times. Um, I get the Five of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Swords oftentimes, or the swords relates to our thoughts. So something lets me know it's because of how she thought. How she thought. So in essence, it could have been coming from her own family. This person thinks of themselves differently than what it is. The next card I get is the Hierophant card. When I get the Hierophant card and it's in the reverse, so that means yes, it's anarchy. That means not in agreement, different. So I think what was going on in terms of her, I know, according to some of the research, that she was born one name, but once she went off into Hollywood, she became a different person. Well, I think she began to channel spirits and became a different figure, and she was actually buried. So as from the research that I gathered, as that figure, and pretty much to disassociate oneself from one's past and identity. And that's what I feel as though what was going on with this person. Um, Now we're not going to go into her death, but there are some controversy into her demise. Okay, on a presidential level. So, and with this being said, we're talking about CIA, Secret Service, and things of that nature. The outcome of the solution card, I get the Eight of Cups, and it's in the upright, and look what it has on there: abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, disappointment, accepting change. So I think this person was excommunicated or disassociated from one's family lineage, and it was a type of programming. I think this person was used as a figure to the masses of what the desires was to be put out amongst the masses, if that makes sense. Um, is such more or less like a poster child or post, you know how they say the poster child, like a public service announcement. I get gluttony as the lesson, escape, evaded capture, whatever that means. Could have been a warning to certain people. I get unrequited love. That means no return of love, loss as well. I get witness or bystander under the trauma section of this uncover your past life oracle, and then to the back I get actor. So I do know this person's song, and this person also acted as well. So I think in turn those around was not able to know whether this was acting or not. And so it had to be televised so people would know this is not acting, this is real. This is spirits at play. I get ignorance and I get suicide. Somebody didn't want this person around. Oftentimes when I get suicide, I know suicide usually is when one takes of one's life, but in this case, I feel as though this person potentially committed suicide. However, her demise did not happen by way of suicide. And this is why they put this person on TV for someone to pay attention to it, because this is how spirits work and operate. So it could have been a situation of some things that was transpiring on a bigger scale, and this person was used as a example to make it a be aware or apparent to whoever choose to pay any attention as to what was transpired in Hollywood, and potentially um, whatever covert social groups that was happening within America. Okay. Alrighty, so I am going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense Tarot Card Reading. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day.